Okay, so good morning again, class. So this morning, we are going to have a discussion about, again, on how you're going to be able to formulate your research topic. I've actually checked the paper. I will be repeating this one for purposes of the recording and putting it in the school YouTube so as you can review whatever discussions that we have. So I've noticed, number one, when you write or submit a paper or activity, please make sure to complete your name, your last name, your first day, your section, and the date today. Number two, please do not submit a paper with too much correction in it. Yung tipo bang when you're correcting it, yung binuburan yung ganon using the ink. You might as well edit it. Papers with so many errors or correction, I will have to return it. Number three, I've noticed that when you have submitted your topics, many of the topics are too generic. If not too generic, too broad, and some is too narrow. And that's why when you're going to be able to do your the first activity, which is formulating your research topic, you need to be more specific. You need to explain it. For example, I made mention earlier, some of you gave a topic on social media. Masyado siyang generic, masyado rin siyang malawak because when you talk about social media, what in particular in social media would you like to be able to discover? Is there something new that you'll be able to know or understand or unfold with the topic about social media? Let's say food business, napakaraming food business. But if you're going to put up a food business, you're not going to do a research. You might just want to do a feasibility studies, okay, in terms of how you're going to be able to hold on for a while. So you might want just to do a, I'm sorry, you might just want to do a feasibility study on how you're going to be able to create a particular business. So be specific. Ano ba, would you like to understand the specific person in a particular business industry? Yung buhay niya ba? Excuse me, kunyari, you'd like to be able to understand um, milk tea, let's say milk tea baristas, ganun ba ang gusto niyo mangyari? Or yung mga caterer ba, caterer in a specific food industry? Or would you like to be able to understand kunyari, a particular business, let's say the milk tea business industry, but later on, you can be focused in terms of your scope and limitation kung saan mga milk tea shops yung inyong i-consider. Kasi later on, magiging malawak yun. Hindi naman po pwede buong milk tea business industry ang gusto nyo maintindihan, but you just have to localize it in a particular area. Another one, for example, smoking. Sinabi ko na nga ito, if it's smoking, masyado pa rin too generic. What about smoking? Marami na rin gumawa about, the impact of smoking to the health of people. What about bullying? Okay, you have to be able to you have to clear it out. You have to describe it, and that's why I'll be returning some of the papers. But siguro may a few from your class na okay na naman yung inyong topic, so you can move on in terms of looking for the title for your particular topic. So let me just share my screen. Okay. Okay. So formulating your research topic. So that will be our discussion for today. Now, so formulating a research topic or a problem, a topic is the main organizing principle guiding the preparation of your research report. So it's very important to really think about it. You really have to do your basic research on how you're going to be able to do it. And topics offer us an occasion for writing and a focus that governs what we want to say. So that's why later on, let's say if you'd like to do um, a research on social media, you have to clarify it. You have to describe it. So as I'll be able to understand as your research teacher and advisor, what you'd like to be able to find out. So the topics represent the core subject matter of your scholarly communication, meaning you'd like to be able to let me or your reader understand that you're focusing on this particular subject. And later on, you'll be able to communicate that to your reader and to your research teacher advisor. Now, again, how to begin. So do not expect choosing a topic for research project to be a quick or easy task. Hindi. That's why we'll be allotting a few meetings for this one, so as you can hopefully not really perfect, but come up with really the best topic that best fits you on what you want, your interest. It's really feasible. It really can add to the body of knowledge, and you will later on be trained on how you're going to be able to do your research. So you should be thinking about it right from the start of this course, at least right from now, from creating your topic. So there are three scenarios. No, your supervisor, the department, or your teacher can provide you with a general topic area from which to study a particular aspect. But ako, I'm letting you choose on what you want instead of me being able to give you later on a specific topic. What I can do is that from the topics that you have presented, I can render my comments and suggestions about it. So it would really be coming from you. So kung 5 yan, I'll be approving probably dalawa, ganyan, and the best topic for you. And provide you with the list of possible topics to choose from, which is what you're currently doing, the 5 topics, and leave it up to you to choose a topic, and you only have to obtain the permission to write about it before beginning your investigation. So it needs approval. Now, how to approach your chosen topic? The first step is that you have to understand what the topic is about. You have to know it. You have to have prior knowledge of it. You have to read. You have to do your basic research, which later on I'll be giving you those possible search engine that you can actually use. Um, I'm going to put in the chat room those possible search engine aside from number 1. I think I have given you this first search engine that you can actually use to search on your different topics. You can use number 1, the Google Scholar to look for topics. Number 2, you can look for eric.ed .gov. So if you have your notebooks now, please write this one. These are important search engines that you can actually use to look for journal articles, thesis dissertation. You can look at your topic. You can look at titles in it. The third one would be, kayo na mag-type nung yung URL www. Para mabilis tayo. .gov. That's the third one. The fourth one is refsic.com. Okay, refsic.com. Number 5, you can look for the virtual lrc.com. The 6th search engine, you can look for it at the data1.org. And then, ibigay ko na ba yung journ? You can also look at the journ.link. Number 8, you can look for it at the microsoft.com/ en-us/research. Okay, so again, those are possible search engine that you can actually look for. Okay, let me just, so you have the eric.edu.gov, loc.gov, refseq.com, virtuallrc.com, the data1.org. You also have data1.org, journlink. You have the microsoft.com/en-us/research. And of course, you have, I think, yung Google Scholar. Okay, the scholar.google.com. Okay, scholar.google.com. Okay. So please do not forget that. You can use that as for your search engine. Can you give me a thumbs up if you got all, I think that's around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think around 8 or 9. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you have seen or if you have copied it, because later on I will be, asking, no, where did you search, okay, for your for the information about your research. Again, I'd like to see a thumbs up if you have seen it. I think it's Borja and Andre, Valentin. Okay. Again, even your names, please put your first name on it. Okay. Etong si Catrice, Zian, and Gab and Yuri. Did you see the URL? Again, I repeat, did you see it? Okay. Zyril, Zian, did you see it? Nako, parang wala.
Not yet po.
Did you see it? Okay. Yuri, did you see it? Okay, sige. Thank you. Okay, we'll now proceed, no? So understand. Ano ba yan? Okay. So understand what the topic is all about. So you have to use the search engine that was made mention. What are the keywords in the questionnaire topic? Now, this is very important, the keywords. Let's say you're talking about robotics. Ito na yung magiging very specific ka. Let's say robotics, Lego education robotics ba yan? Let's say you'd like food business. You can focus on a particular food business. Let's say milk tea, okay, or milk tea. Keywords mo. Let's say, kunyari, if you'd like to understand the processes in a particular company, i-type mo doon management process in the keywords in the search engine, and then which questions am I going to answer? So you think about later on questions about the topic that you will be able to find out. And which sphere of knowledge does it cover? And what are the variables that you will be able to consider? Now, again, for qualitative research, don't think about variables, but think about later on concepts. Because as a variables, I'm not going to ask you about the dependent and independent variables, which is usually being asked in quantitative research. But normally, I'll be able to ask you, ano ba yung concepts, okay? The main ideas behind your research. So understand what the topic is all about. So you should have really a very good prior knowledge of it. Number 2, review related literature, review literature to help refine how you will approach a topic and finding a way to analyze it. So again, you will be needing the search engine examples that I've given you to be able to look for your literature and focusing on identifying your sources that support as well as refute the position that you're going to be able to make. Pwede rin naman Google, no, plain Google, but you have to be very careful on trying to be able to look for that journal article, thesis, and dissertation. Like what I've told you earlier, when you're going to look for those references, especially the primary sources, it must have like an abstract, an introduction, the research questions, a review of related literature. There would be a conclusion and recommendation. Kasi yung mga primary sources na yan yung panghuhugutan nyo of an actual or real research to back up later on the research that you're going to do. So going back on focusing on identifying courses, the literature, has anybody written about this one? Mas maganda no kung konti lang, pero there should be a significant amount of literature that you can use naman for your research. If yes, what is it about specifically? If no, what gap is my study filling in? Itong tinatawag na research gap, these are yung mga bagay na hindi mo makita yung kasagutan in the literature that you're looking for. So hopefully those research gaps, yun yung hahanapin mo, yun yung sasagutin mo to help answer your research questions later on. So there's a caution in doing your research topic. It is okay to review your related literature, yung mga mahanap mo na mga references, to help you refine how you will approach analyzing a topic and then discovering the topic is not all that interesting after all. Matapos mong i-search yun, only to find out na hindi ka naman pala interesado, no? That your topic itself is boring, that you might have difficulty later on trying to look for other sources of information. Now, in that case, you can choose another topic. Kaya nga meron kayong topic number 4, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, do not wait too long to make a switch. Kasi by the time that you switch, baka later on, gumagawa na tayo ng introduction or nagpo-formulate na kayo ng research problem and your research question. And what will happen is that you have to go back again and trying to refine your topic. So be sure to consult with your supervisor first, or with your teacher, with your research advisor. So generating the research topics, where, when, and how. Usually, students ask, how do I choose a topic? So yan yung talagang the main question all of you are asking. So if you lack ideas or wish to gain focus, I'll ask you to be able to perform other activities or strategies so as you, it may be of help to you. Okay. So in doing your topic, okay, course and readings, review course readings. So kunyari may topic kayo, I won't ask you to be able to submit this one, no? So kung may 5 topics kayo, review your course readings or suggested readings, meaning i-search nyo yung topic nyo, and really see if it's interesting. Do not just review what you have already read, but jump ahead in the syllabus or in the readings that have not been covered yet. So, ibig sabihin dito, talagang titignan nyo muna. So, may 5 kayo, i-search nyo doon sa search engine na binigay ko sa inyo. So as you would really feel na kung interesting ba to or not, or you're going to have difficulty doing your research about it. So ito yon, the libraries, but I'll ask you to do the online search naman since na you only have limited days here in school. Okay? So yun lang muna. So that's how you do your topic. Okay. Let me just end the share screen. Okay. So be able to review it by I think you're not here in school, no, but tomorrow please get your paper in siguro one student representative, probably your class coordinator can probably get itong paper that I've checked so as you can redo your paper, okay, para hopefully this week ma-approve na. And you can begin formulating already your research title so as we can already move on. Okay. Sige. Ano pa ba? Let me just check the other details. Okay, I think so far yun lang muna, no, for our meeting for this morning. So please again, by tomorrow, please get the paper. But what you're going to do now is, since hindi nyo pa mahawak yung paper, I assume that you know those 5 topics. Mag-basic search na kayo. Okay, try to look for your topics. Tignan nyo lang, i-browse nyo lang. And the 5 topics that you have submitted, through searching for it, no? Makita nyo later on kung talagang that fits you well, or that particular topic is your interest. Okay? So please don't make it difficult for you, no? Wag nyo mga remember, I'm not asking for titles yet. Okay? So wag nyo bibigay titles sa akin, because I'm going to be able to help you out formulate your titles. So the topic, generic topics, but later on you have to be specific and you have to be able to describe it. Okay? So I think that's it, no, for our class for this morning. I'll be giving you the time already, the remaining time for you to be able to do your basic research in terms of the submitted topics already. Are there any other questions, class? If there are no more questions, can you please give me a thumbs up kung okay na? Okay. Sige. So I think that's it for our class this morning. So I'm going to upload this in our YouTube for reference for your classmates who have not been able to attend this session. Please also remind your classmates, especially those who have not been attending our sessions. There will come a time na sisitahin ko sila because of not attendance, and I will be able to give them a letter. Okay? The first 2 weeks, I'm not strict about it, no? But in the next few days, I will be strict about it. No, baka magulat na lang yung classmates nyo na they have incurred already the maximum absences. Okay? Sige, that's all for today's meeting. Thank you very much, and God bless everyone.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.